Okay, so it's worth noting I normally don't do these sort of things. Reactions, direct reactions to, recent releases or popular things or things like that really aren't my forte. It's not something I'm used to doing. However, I think I've watched the trailer for Sonic the Hedgehog like 5 or 6 times at this point, and each time it gets progressively worse, and I just start mumbling to myself like an incoherent idiot. See, it's got me talking and rambling right now. The long story short is this trailer is absolutely fucking horrible, and I just want to add my 2 cents to why it's so freaking horrible. Now, I'm not saying every single little thing about it is miserable. I'm saying the overall feel of everything, the fact that they missed the mark so badly, it just deserves to be burnt by just about everybody who's got a voice who speaks on YouTube. And you know what? I'm going to throw myself into that equation. Why not? And if this sucks, hey, it's 2.5 minutes of your time, or something like that anyway. Anyway, let's do this. Alright, Sonic the Hedgehog, or Sonic the Disappointment. First and foremost, 760 miles per hour, seriously? I mean, I know he's faster than the speed of light and everything, but it's a little ridiculous. Also, when the hell was Sonic always electrified? I mean, he has power-ups, but this is ridiculous. They also blew the chance to have anybody say Sega during the logo, like the old school games did. And now it begins. Why in the name of God and all that is holy is Gangsta's Paradise playing for this? And why did they have to use a meme? If you're gonna use a meme to make it look like the fucking Sonic from the memes.
An energy surge knocked out power across the entire Pacific Northwest. This needs someone who can figure out exactly what we're dealing with.
You're not suggesting who I think you're suggesting.
Paramilitary bullshit or military bullshit, take your choice. Now, I wanted to like him in this role. I really did. And I still think he could save this film, but he does not look like Robotnik or Eggman.
In a sequentially ranked hierarchy based on level of critical importance, the disparity between us is too vast to quantify. Agent Stone?
The doctor thinks you're basic.
Listen, pal.
Not funny at all.
Major. What was your name? Benny? Nobody cares!
It feels like they cut it wrong because it's just not that funny. Oh god, Nightmare Fuel ahoy.
Meow?
Those fucking teeth. Why the teeth? Just somebody tell me why the teeth. Somebody also tell me who designed Sonic. Okay, let's talk about this right here. I'm gonna pause for 2 seconds. If we look at Sonic, and we look at the guy sitting next to him, there's a problem here. The problem is the fact that despite this being made by a major motion picture studio, the fact that people are involved in this who should know what the fuck they're doing, they did nothing to make it look like he's actually sitting in that seat or in the frame with the character. It looks superimposed over it. I have seen people who are still in college or even prior to college, just fans online, do better work than this. Not to mention, the design looks fucking horrible. It just looks like shit. And they should have known that. They should have been able to take 2 looks at it and been like, okay, this is garbage, or this is crap, or we know this doesn't look good. But no, they did this. Anyway, let's continue. And still with the fucking Gangsta's Paradise. Don't get me wrong, I like that song, but for Sonic, no.
No, but thank you for asking.
Whatever this creature is, our job is to secure it, neutralize it, see what makes it tick.
Alright, that was slightly amusing. Apparently now Sonic can teleport as well. And go to the desert for whatever reason. Now he kind of looks like Robotnik.
Look at this! I took 9 million steps today.
Ugh, bad joke ahoy. Okay, so my only guess as to why everything is just dead stopped in its tracks is that we're seeing from Sonic's perspective what he sees. Like, he moves faster than the speed of light, he's faster than sound, whatever phrase you want to do, gotta go fast. But I guess what we're seeing is like his perspective on how stuff actually looks to him as opposed to the rest of the world, because otherwise this scene makes absolutely no sense. The other thing I can't figure out is that you can clearly see that there's 2 people, the same 2 people you see in the other 2 frames. I have no idea who the woman is. We know who the guy is to a degree because of the beginning of the trailer. They're not there in this second shot, so like what the hell just happened? How far cut is this frame from the last frame we just saw? I can't figure out the placement because it looks like it's the exact same location, but now stuff's missing. So like, what exactly happened? Unless it's there and I'm missing it or I'm blinking. But it's like none of this is funny or amusing. It's just, ugh. It feels like they looked at a movie like Looney Tunes Back in Action or the Rocky and Bullwinkle live action movie. I mean, if you like those films, fine, whatever. They're manageable, they're watchable. They could be guilty pleasure movies. This could be a guilty pleasure movie too, though, to be fair. And I haven't seen this movie, so I don't know. Maybe this movie's going to turn out to be great. Maybe this is very subversive. Maybe this is being done on purpose to subvert expectations. And like the very end of the trailer gives me a hint towards that too. That they're kind of fucking with you a little bit. That I think they might be trolling like hardcore fans to see what happens. Why they would do that, I have no clue. But there's definitely something there as well. I pick up on, but I just I don't get it. I don't get it. And why does Sonic look so bad? I'm not even a Sonic the Hedgehog fan, and I know this looks bad. Anyway, let's continue.
Stay in there and be quiet.
Honestly, I think the logo even looks like shit.
Do you have your child in that bag?
No. I mean, yes, it's a child, but it's not mine.
It's not
Can I
your
just pause
fault.
for 2 seconds? And I'll actually, this joke is actually not that bad. This might be the funniest thing in the whole trailer. Why, when she asked that question, does she sound so fucking angry? Like she's even glaring at him, like prior to it. It's like, what the hell? Did something happen that I'm unaware of, or am I just reading this the wrong way? She just seems so angry, and the other guy's staring at him directly, like he's staring death at him. Even in this frame, if you look at his face, there's like a weird stare going on. And all the humans, they barely say anything in the trailers aside from Robotnik and Co. And it's like they all have this weird feel. Everything has a very weird feel to it. That's why I'm saying I think they were going for a very campy, very like strange as fuck sort of vibe. But I'm not 100% sure. But yeah. Anyway, let's continue.
Smells like body spray in an old ham sandwich.
A bunch of people have already come to the conclusion that this is going to be an after credit scene or a scene that takes place directly after the movie ends, that it sets up for multiple sequels. I guess that could be possible. And here, Carrie really does look like Dr. Robotnik, Eggman, Dr. Eggman, whatever the hell you want to call him. He's like 40 different names from what I can remember. But you can definitely tell that this is not taking place on Earth, because if you look in the background, there's massive mushrooms. Like, where the fuck is this on Earth? But this is the only scene in the entire trailer that really feels like Sonic the Hedgehog to me. This like nails the look down perfectly. Now, there's another there's another person on YouTube. Well, there's actually three people on YouTube who were really pissed off at one thing about Carrie in this role, regardless. The fact that two things. The fact that he had hair, and the fact that he's not fat. And one of the things about Robotnik was he was always chubby or fat or whatever you want to refer to him, and he was proud of that fact, apparently, from what I can remember, too, or at least he would hoard over it. And they were losing their minds over that. It was one of the funniest things listening to him to go, he's not fat! But yeah, this scene, I don't know what the fuck to make of this. Again, I feel like Sega and company are just trolling the shit out of the internet, like trying to get really nasty reactions to see how everybody reacts to that shit, and then it's going to turn out that what we're seeing is the past and this is the future, and they're going to go back and forth in the movie. That would be really clever, and that would be the smartest thing, and I hope to God that's what they did with this movie, to just try to save something. But if they just made it like here's Sonic in real life, he's an alien and he's coming to save the world, that's such a cliche, done to death plot point 101 primer that, like, why did you even bother? And the last thing I want to point out is, I don't usually do this sort of thing and talk about directors or people involved, but it says from the people that made the Fast and the Furious, right? That is like the last group of individuals I would expect to be involved with the Sonic the Hedgehog movie. Maybe they'll do really good with it. I don't know. This certainly doesn't tell me that. But really, like, broadcasting it from from Fast and the Furious, like putting it on there as a bullet point, you're not doing yourself any favors with that either. So yeah, I don't know. This trailer just, oh my god. I wish I had never watched it, because it's like this is like the Ark of the Covenant in fucking YouTube movie trailer form. Like like I could literally picture some bigger fans, like I could picture their faces legitimately starting to melt after watching this fucking trailer, with this scene possibly being the only saving grace. And yeah, that is my 2 cents on this one. So like I said, I normally don't do this kind of crap. I figured I'd give it a spin. What the hell? If you hated this video, whatever. If it gets taken down or flagged for like whatever copyright or some shit because of the song or whatever it is, because I'm not muting the audio, I don't give a shit. They want to come after me, they want to take the video down, let them go for it. Let them have all the fun in the world. I don't get paid for doing this. I don't get any money. I don't get any sponsorships, nothing like that. I just post videos. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. Like I said, if you didn't, sorry I wasted your time. Anyway, everybody, you have yourselves a good one, and hopefully this movie will show us a hell of a lot of improvements in its next trailer. I mean, they got till fucking November to fix some of this shit if necessary, so it's not like they don't have time. Anyway, Marco, out.